Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Solid State SR71, bringing you guys a little bit of a review slash impressions video, kind of like what I did with the Harry Potter game. But I'm doing this for Mass Effect 3. Now, I've had this game for about a week, and this is going to be probably pretty close to a review. I haven't fully dug into all the features, but I've definitely gotten my feet wet. I'm about 28 hours in. I'm about 2 minutes away from the end. And we'll get to the ending later because as of right now, I'm not very happy with the game. But let's start at the beginning. So this game is the third installment in a trilogy that has been close to my heart for the better part of 5 years. I have loved Mass Effect to death. The first one I thought was fantastic when it came out, and then the second one just blew the first one out of proportion. Like, it just pwned the first game, and I couldn't even go back to the first game after beating the second game because I thought the second game was so damn good. Now we have the third one, and I don't know where I feel with this game. The upsides of this game is that it's a very real kind of game. It kind of hits close to home, and it starts off on a very dark and very grim note, and it kind of holds that, but at the same time, that leads way to one of my big problems with the game, is that it doesn't really always feel that dark and gritty. Sure, there's a lot of death in the game, and there's a few set pieces where, it really hits you where it hurts, but a lot of the game sort of spends its time also kind of being more like Mass Effect, in that you kind of just go into a room of dudes, you shoot everybody, you kill everybody, and you make it out alive, and that seems to be the better portion. Like, the bigger portion of the game is that, rather than the death of your teammates and the death of just everybody. Sure, you see some really big stuff and some really grim stuff, but a lot of it's shown in cinematic form, and not a lot of it is very interactive. And that's probably my biggest problem with the game, is that it doesn't know what it wants to do. Like, it wants to be like a grim, dark, really sad game, but so far I've only felt that in a few key places, and I would have liked to see that more prevalent throughout the entire game, seeing as the subject matter that's being dealt with is very sad and very dark, and all that. That is that. Graphically, this game looks fantastic. There's definitely some problems, especially with the frame rate and animations. Animations are a big problem. You'll see a lot of weird stuff where you're trying to climb over the ledges and you kind of get stuck, and you kind of clip through the floor. And I actually tried to mount a gun once, and I guess I rolled into it, and it sent my character flying about 50 feet in the air and off the level, and then I fell through the world, and it was a trip. I wish I was recording at that point. Speaking of recording, this is completely everywhere. This chunk of gameplay is about 13 hours in. It's a mission that you do in Tuchanka. I didn't want to choose anywhere near the end where my saves were, so I took the earliest save I had, or it was the second earliest save I had, and it was about 13 hours in, so there's minor spoilers, but this is within the first half of the game. Moving back to my review, my pickiness with the video game. Other than the obvious story hitches, which, in this game you play as Commander Shepard. Basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to stop the Reapers from killing everybody. That's what it is. The first scene shows you a very grim scene of what the Reapers are doing to everybody, and how much destruction they're pulling, and your job is to stop that by involving politics in the entire matter, and you're trying to build this super weapon, and that's pretty much the entire game. That's the story of the entire game. You're trying to gather up war assets to make this big super weapon that apparently will destroy the Reapers. And the story's fine, I guess. There's a lot of character specific pieces and some some small and big set moments, and not really any twists this time around, I don't think. I didn't find anyway so far. Maybe I wasn't paying attention fully, but I didn't notice any twists. And other than that, the story is passable. The gameplay is very much what you expect in Mass Effect. You know, you hide behind cover, you use a certain number of powers, you kill dudes. That's what it is, and that's what Mass Effect's always been. And, I mean, more power to it. The leveling up system works a lot better. You know, you can choose between 2 different tiers. Like, when you get to rank 4, 5, and 6, you can choose between 2 different powers. Like, you can give a certain power more damage, or you can make it recharge faster, for example, or something along those lines. So you always have an option, a sub-option to the way you want to spec out your character. On top of that, they have weapon mods this time around, so you can add different mods to your weapons, you know, increase, I don't know, damage, increase magazine capacity, all that crap. So there's some fine-tuning in the gameplay, but overall, when you're down in the game, it feels exactly the same as Mass Effect 2, which isn't a bad thing, but I mean, whatever. It's pretty good. But my big problem with this game comes in the end of the game, actually. I've hit about 22 hours in, and I've gotten to this point now where... Shut up, phone. Sorry. I've gotten to this point now where I can't progress forward. The only way that I can progress forward to get the best kind of ending in the game is by playing multiplayer. I hate that. I hate games that push you into playing multiplayer for any reason whatsoever. I'm not a big multiplayer guy. I mean, I dig playing with friends and stuff, but I'm more of a single-player guy. Like, when I want to play a game, I want to buy it, I want to sit at home, I want to seclude myself from the world for, like, 20 hours and just freaking beat the game, and that's it, that's all. I don't want to have to play with friends. I don't even want to have to talk with friends. I just want to sit there and just completely seclude myself from everything. And, Mass Effect 3 does not let you do that. Unless you... I don't even know how you could do it, because I did almost every side quest. I think I missed one side quest, and yet my war asset number or whatever, the number that it judges your ending off of, is not nearly high enough. Like, I'm about 1,500 off, and that's completing almost every side mission in the game. Like, I did a whole bunch of scanning other planets and all that crap that I hated from the second game that's back in this game. I did all that shit, and then still I can't get the best ending in the game unless I play co-op or multiplayer in order to up my readiness rating. And that is my big problem with the game, and that's the reason why I haven't finished it yet, and that's the reason why I have no idea if I'm going to finish it. I'm really unhappy with this, and I don't know, that's kind of where the game kind of falls apart, and not to mention the rest of the game is just kind of above average. But this is where the game just kind of, for me anyway, kind of takes a big fall. It falls big time. That made no sense. But you know what I mean. So that is my thoughts of Mass Effect 3. So far, do I regret spending $60? No, because my time spent playing it to cost spent ratio is actually really good. Most games I'm not able to squeeze out this much time or this much enjoyment out of it. Like, I'll get about a quarter of the way and then I'll just stop. This game, I just full on out, just play the crap out of it. So I don't regret buying it, but I really don't think it's the best game in the world. And if you guys were really anticipating it, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about the finished product. And if you think that they tied off the trilogy just right, please don't leave the ending. No spoilers. I expect I'll finish it at some point. I don't really want to read it in the comments. Be much appreciated. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Sorry there's no video for like a minute. I talk too long because I talk a lot. Thank you guys for watching, as always. I love your support. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't. See more videos kind of like this one, maybe a little bit different, more Vita-centric, I don't know, we'll see. Like the video if you can, and leave a comment letting me know what's up. Basically, what do you guys think of Mass Effect 3, or if you guys are planning on getting Mass Effect 3. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.